today's project, we'll be featuring the There's No One Like You stamp set from Penguin Palace. It has these cute, adorable images that you pair together. Also, the coordinating penguin perfect cuts. I'll also be using the dots meet dashes standalone dies in the size small, and then the Rain of Hearts penguin perfect patterns. So let's get started with the coloring. So the coordinating dies also comes with this heart die here, and then instead of using it with the coordinating stamp, I went ahead and just cut it out of some red cardstock for the hearts, and I'm using the largest die in the dots meet dashes standalone dies in the size small, so it's the largest die, and then I'm just temporarily taping it to this scratch piece of paper, and then I'm lining up the Rain of Hearts Penguin Perfect pattern stencil. I'm using some temporary adhesive tape there, and then I'm taking some of this green ink from Catherine Pooler, and then I'm just lightly using this distress ink brush to lay the color lightly over the stencil. And I'm just going over it, making sure that I got all the hearts and that the color is placed evenly. And I actually like how it's nice and crisp when I peel off the stencil. So that is essentially the base of the card. So then here I have a scallop frame that I cut from cardstock, and I wanted it to peek out of the stenciled background there, and then I decide to make this into a shaker card. I'm using a heart die in my stash, and I want to make sure that it fits perfectly into that heart stenciled piece of cardstock there, and then I go ahead and run it through my die cutting machine. And instead of discarding that inner heart, I go ahead and use it for the base of my card. So that's pretty much where I'm going to place it, and then the colored image is going to be adhered to the top of the window. So I went ahead and adhered some acetate sheet to the back of the heart die. So after that's placed, I go ahead and trim off the excess, and then I go ahead and adhere that scallop border frame to the heart window. I'm just using some regular scotch tape and trying to adhere it together without it showing through the heart die cut. And so after that, I go ahead and take the heart uh, die cut and I place it in the window there just to line it up, and I add some adhesive to the back, and then I center it on the base of my card, which is an A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and press it firmly so that it sticks to the base. And then I have that 2 teacup image set there, and then I adhere some liquid adhesive to the backs, and then I place it on the front of the window. So after that, I go ahead and off camera apply the foam adhesive tape there so that I can seal off that shaker well, and then there you see the little heart die cuts that I cut out from red cardstock, and I have some different colored green seed beads that I want to put in the shaker well, and then I go ahead and place that in the window there. So after that, I went ahead and put some dimensional adhesive also on the back of the window portion of the shaker card, and then here I'm just peeling it off and then centering it on the base of my card. Okay, so now I'm putting the extra images that I colored onto the front. The sentiment I used is "We're matcha made in heaven," and then there is the platter, the teapot, and then the teacup with the tea bags, and then I also colored off camera the trio of hearts. So I'm just using some liquid adhesive so that it still have a little time to move the elements on the card. So there's the sentiment, and then I go ahead and place the tea tray onto the left side of the card, and then the teapot is going to be positioned right where those bubble hearts are, and then the teacup will be on in front of the teacup. So lastly, for my last embellishment, I have some red heart sprinkles that I want to go ahead and place on the top right side of the card because it feels a little bit empty. So there are the heart sprinkles, and then I'm just using some liquid adhesive and I'm placing 3 of them on the top right, and that completes my card. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video using the There's No One Like You stamp set and the coordinating dies, as well as the Rain of Hearts stencil. So come back and subscribe to our channel for more videos, and we'll see you soon. Bye.